Morning, everybody. My name is Jared O'Leary. I've been drumming since 1998, and I still got plenty to work on. Now, today I'm practicing limb independence on the drum kit, and I'm using some patterns that are out of this book. It's called 50 Ways to Syncopation by Dom Moyle, and it's got 50 ways that you can work on limb independence. Highly recommend this book. Dom also has a bunch of other books that are also really good. But in these live streams, think of this like office hours. I'm here to practice. I'm here to try and improve. And if people ask questions, then I will respond to them. Now, there are over 500 live streams with timestamps in the description to show what I was practicing or what kind of question I was answering. Because I've been drumming for almost 30 years and because I have a bachelor's, master's, and PhD in music education, I get questions about how to get better as a performer, as well as how to get better as an educator. So I often edit those answers and put them into this drumming tips playlist. It has over 20 hours of drumming Q&A from a lot of really cool questions gotten over all these different streams, like 3 different flam taps, 1 exercise, or what are roughs, or how to improve your buzz rolls, or intro to playing zones for tenors, etc. If it says and other drumming tips, that means there are more topics inside of there. But the first thing is the title, and then after that is other things that are not necessarily related to, like how to fix traditional grip slicing, etc. So if you got a question, feel free to ask it. It is about a 20-second delay between when I'm speaking and when it actually shows up, so it might take a little while for me to respond. But anyways, I am a rudimental and then concert percussionist, and then less than 1% of my time has been on drum kit. So I need to get motivated. The great sage Shia LaBeouf is going to help motivate me to get better at doing limb independence. So I'm going to hide him for copyright, and we're going to use Shia to get motivated. Here we go. Do it! Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow, so just do it. Make your dreams come true. Just do it. Some people dream success while you're gonna wake up and work hard at it. Nothing is impossible. You should get to the point where anyone else would quit, and you're not gonna stop there. No, what are you waiting for? Do it. Just do it. Yes, you can. Just do it. He spits right there. Wipes it off. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Wow, everybody is so motivated. One more flex for good luck. Okay, I am using play-alongs. The play-alongs that I'm using are found on my home tab of YouTube, or the link that's up at the top of the screen, jaredoleary.com/drum. It's linked at the top of each one of these thousands of free drumming resources. Right now, there are 90 chop exercises. My favorite playlist out of all these is the shopping spree playlist. I think there's 37 shopping sprees inside of there. Some really complicated ones that are a lot of fun to play, and then there's some simpler ones, so check it out. It's quite the range. There's over 1,000 grid variations. I was playing the Flam 5 variation of triplet grid, Flam 5 going forward on 1. There's a ton of different variations inside of all these playlists. This is where I'm practicing today is limb independence. I'll come back to that in a second. There's over 500 marching bass drum exercises. There's drumline cadences in score format. There's almost 300 sight reading exercises. There's almost 500 technique exercises. Just click on whatever playlist looks interesting. Like if you want to work on endurance and speed, which is what I'm going to be doing here at the end of the stream for my feet. There's 70 videos inside of there, I think. And there's a bunch of other stuff like stick control or to work on your 3s and your 4s, blah, 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 blah. And then finally at the bottom, this is where you can find 20 hours of Q&A where I've responded to questions. And that's edited, by the way, so that gets rid of all my thinking time. But that's 20 hours of responding to questions on these live streams. And then everything underneath this is like a scripted lesson on how to play crossovers or how to hold traditional grip, or how to speed up any rudiment, or the stretch and massage routine that I use to improve my hands and keep them nice and healthy, etc. So there's a lot of free content in here. Any video that says members first is scheduled to release for free. There's about 600-ish of those. So it might be in a year and a half when it comes out, because there's a new video that's releasing every single day. Or it might be tomorrow that it releases. If you want early access, 99 cents, but I promise every one of them is coming out for free. So either just wait or it's 99 cents. Which is the cheapest I could do on YouTube. What I'm practicing today is limb independence. Now, I am going to be warming up with 2 different patterns that I've been playing over the last 2 weeks or so. So the hi-hat is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? This ostinato pattern on the cymbals is not going to change at all. The thing that changes is the foot. So I'm going to switch between a samba, which is on the right foot, and a Baião. Every 4 bars, I'm switching back and forth. And I'm going to read through charts on the snare drum. Now, what charts? The charts that are on the limb independent section. Inside of all of these playlists, if you click on one, boop, there's a video on how to develop limb independence. It's got a series of steps that I've actually demonstrated on these streams. I've had a lot of limb independence variations that I was absolutely terrible at, but I can now do because I follow the steps on here. And then there's this one, which is where I did a stream. It was over 3 hours of playing one chart, 62 different limb independence variations, and this is the edited version, so it just shows you every single variation that you can play. And some of them sound great, and some of them do not sound great. But, you know, I'm here to practice. Now, underneath this is all the drum charts. There's currently 55 of them. Stay tuned for more. I'm going to go ahead and just start with the first one. And I'm going to play this. I think I did 190 as my warm-up the other day. Let's see if I can do 200 as a warm-up. Stay tuned, folks. We'll find out. Today's episode of Hit Drum. Make so I can hear it. Okay, so switching between samba and the Baião. 2, 1, 2, ready, and. That's the Baião. Switching here, ready, and. On the top line of each one of these drum charts, you can improvise or just play the ostinato pattern that you're working on, or patterns in this case. Okay, so samba, you don't have to do every 4 bars like I'm doing. You could do every chart, every 8 bars, whatever you want to do. Thank you for the reacts. Or you could just stick with one of these patterns. You don't have to switch. This is more complicated. Ready? And... Well, hello again on the vertical. Last chart. Sorry, I can't actually see the entire thing you're saying there. Hello, third time. Ah! Thank you. Okay, so that was switching between the two different patterns, but if you are newer to this, just stick with one of them. So just like play the samba the entire time, which is, again, just right, left, right, left, right. That's what your feet are doing. And then if you want to, right, left, right, both. Are drum pads enough for a band? What do you mean? Do you mean to, like, gig with it? Like, are you talking about, like, on drum kit? Are you talking about, like, drum pads for rudimental stuff, like, to be able to march snare, just working on it? Why, thank you. I appreciate you. Okay, now I am going to stretch and massage. So I'm going to do this. It takes just, like, a couple minutes. And it helps keep my hands nice and healthy after drumming for almost 30 years and being old. Okay, so first one I do, it stretches the sides of the forearms. You pull and you push through. Oh, it feels good. Yas. But if you're asking, like, a drum pad, like a tenor pad for marching on tenors for drumline, or like a Off-World Invader V3 for, like, snare drum, yeah, it's totally enough. I highly recommend the laminates. And then if you actually go to the home tab here, and if you scroll down on the home tab all the way into the tips and lessons section, I've got these drumming product reviews. These are non-sponsored or anything, so this is my unbiased opinion. But I've got a review of the Vic Firth tenor pad and then the Off-World Invader V3. With and without laminates, I demonstrate what both of those sound like and feel like, and kind of talk about that. But and this, by the way, is where you can find all the play-alongs, is the home tab. Just click on it. But thousands of resources for free. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch the underside of the forearm, so I'm pulling back like this. So it's stretching along here. Thank you for the reacts. Oh, it feels good. After I do this quick stretch and massage routine, I'm going to play through two more variations. One is a double time swung, and then the other is a half time swung, and I'm switching back and forth between them, so it feels weird. Just started working on that 2 days ago, so it doesn't sound great yet, but we'll get there. So that stretched the underside of the forearm. Now what I'm going to do is stretch the top side of the forearm, so you could do it like that, or if you do it like this, it goes twice as fast. And if you do it on the wall, like a zombie, the higher you go, the deeper the stretch, and then for the other one, the lower you go, the deeper the stretch. And the final stretch is finger to finger. And then I'll show you a quick massage routine, and then I'm going to play through those two variations, double time to half time. Why, hello again for the 5th time. You like saying hi, don't you? That's okay. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Resist. I have my sneeze-resistant armor on. Okay, I think I'm good. It's always in the morning. Okay. So we just stretched. Now I'm going to do a quick massage. So I'm doing thumb on top, fingers underneath. Relaxing everything. Trying to loosen everything up. So the pattern I'm about to play, hello again for the 6th time, is a double time swung. The hi-hat is going to be on the upbeat the entire time. So it's going to be on the and. So 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, and. And my right hand is going to play a double time swung. So actually what I was just doing for the samba and Baião. And then it'll switch to bung, dun, da-dun, dun, da-dun. So it's going to go into half time every 4 bars. Massaging thumb in the palm, fingers on the backside. It's a really weird transition, but we'll do it. YouTube. 111. Is that your phone number? It's a weird phone number. You shouldn't post that. It'll dox yourself. Don't do that. That's bad. Okay, now the last one is just massage from base to tip of each one of the fingers. And then I'll show what those patterns sound like for the cymbals. And then when I'm reading through it, I'm actually going to read short notes on the snare drum, so 1/8 notes, and then long notes on the bass drum. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate you. All of these drumming resources that I'm demonstrating and all of the 20 plus hours of tips is on the home tab of YouTube. don't go to the video feed because there's literally over 2,000 free drumming resources. You'll never find anything ever. The video feed is just one giant search. Good luck. You'll scroll for days. Okay, so first pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. This is the second pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so and I'm still working on this one, by the way. So we have. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's going to be funky. Okay. The last time I did it at 115, I think. Let me double check. Okay, so this is pattern 15, I think. Yeah, 115. Okay. All right, so on my home tab of YouTube, this is where you can find all the thousands of free resources. There's the chop stuff. If you're a rudimental drummer like myself, I just cosplay as a drum kit player. There's over 1,000 good variations. This is where I'm practicing. There's all these technique exercises down here. I'm later on going to work on double bass with this endurance and speed playlist. You can work on that with your hands or your feet, but there's a ton more different playlists to work on your flams, your rolls, whatever. And then this is where I was mentioning where there's over 20 hours of drumming tips where I've answered questions on these streams just in this playlist alone. And then in the drumming lessons playlist, there's also some scripted lessons on a specific thing like flams or tenor playing zones or how to speed up any rudiment, etc. So these are like tips and lessons that I've learned over the decades playing and teaching the drums. So highly recommend check those out. It'll be worth your time. Actually, let me see something real quick. Is it looked like it wasn't showing it? Okay, it is. All right, good. Okay, so in the limb independence section, I'm playing straight patterns. So I'm going to go inside of here. I'm going to do straight charts again, but I'm going to do it at 115. So I'm going to go inside of the straight drum charts from 100 to 159. If you need to practice this slower, you can go as slow as 40. If you want to practice this faster, you can go as fast as 240. And if you want to do swung variations, just go to the last 4 playlists in here. But I just did 1 through 5, so I'll just go in order, 6 through 10, so I can practice sight reading. And it's gonna feel funky and might not sound good, but by the time I get through like 10, 15 or so charts, it should feel much more comfortable. So stay tuned. 2, it's counting off in my headphones. So the first pattern is this. The double time swung goes into this halftime 16th note feel. The Philly Joe way. 1, 2, ready, and... Okay, it's taking a lot of my brain power to be able to figure this out, but so far okay. We'll see how we do with the remaining charts in this one. Here we go. Cool. Oh, so this chart is funky. The way I wrote it is like it puts it like on the upbeat. So where you normally have like the snare on like 2 and 4 or maybe on 3, it puts it on the and of 3. It makes it funky. I started to make it swung. Whoops. Like that. This is a straight pattern, Jared. Oh, okay. Good to know. 1, 2, 3, already. Read that wrong. I'm so sorry. If you want to unsubscribe, you can. This actually feels pretty comfortable. I'm going to try it faster next set of 5 charts. Oh yeah. Halftime swung. Oh, 2, 1, 2, here we go. Oops. I forgot to switch. Forgot to switch again. Jared, wake up. Okay. There we go. Okay, actually, not bad. Better than I thought it was gonna go. 2 days ago, there you go. Yeah, high five me. 2 days ago was the first time trying switching between these two patterns, so that went better than I thought it would. Okay, so I'm gonna go to a different set of charts so I can again just practice sight reading. So I'm going to the home tab. I'm going to the limb independence section. If you don't like drum kit, that's fine. I've got more rudimental stuff than drum kit. Check out the chop stuff, the grid stuff, technique stuff, etc. But inside here, I'm going to go into the 100 to 159, and I'm going to try it at 120. Whoa, faster than anyone's ever drummed before. And rather than going in order, I'm just going to go random. So 46 to 50 sounds great. Again, switch up which ones you're working on so you can practice sight reading. Don't just sit here and grind out the same pattern over and over and like feel like you accomplished something. The point of this is to be able to like have somebody hand you a chart in like a jazz band and just be like, all right, let's go. You wouldn't necessarily like switch every 4 bars like I am. You might switch every 8 bars or every 16 bars. This is just for practicing. Here we go. 2, 1 and 2 and ready and. We gotta flip the mouse upside down. There we go. Short on snare, everything else on bass drum. 1, 2, ready, and. So I almost forgot to switch on that last line there to the second pattern, the Philly Joe way. My bad. This one. A one, a two, a one, two, here we go. Thank you for the sub. Or the follow, it looks like on Twitch. So David, this resources that I'm playing along to, and all the thousands of them, are in the panel that's underneath the stream on Twitch. On my YouTube, or on the link that's at the top of the screen, jaredoleary.com/drum. That's where you'll find all these thousands of free resources. Drumming. Turns out it's hard to talk while playing this. Read that wrong. I also read that last line wrong. I'm so sorry! It's hard, like, because of how similar these patterns are. It's not like two completely different patterns. Oh, I gotta sneeze. No! No! Resist! Don't sneeze! It's so distracting! Don't do it! This is the second time. Drumming on hard mode. Imagine being on tour and you're like on stage and you gotta like sneeze real bad. And you're like in the middle of your drum solo or something. Oops. I can read. Sometimes. Oh, I forgot to switch. Oh no. Yeah, so sometimes like I get distracted. Like on Instagram, it like shows you like when somebody joins, and I was like, oh, do I know this person? Because like sometimes it'll be like my uncle who like pops in or something, and then I just like forgot to switch the pattern. My bad. The hard part about like having so many things on the other monitor that are in my periphery. Okay, so that was mostly comfortable. It was mainly just like me reading rhythms wrong or like forgetting to switch, etc. Am I a pro? Actually, I've got a video that kind of talks about that. So if you go another drumming lesson in here, and you scroll down here, Am I certified? Certified for what? To hit drum? Yes, I'm certified to hit only the toms. I'm not allowed to hit the snare drum, so shh. Don't tell anyone, this is illegal. But yeah, if you watch this video, I'm a pro drummer but practice like a beginner. Why? But if you're curious about like my qualifications and stuff, actually where you are on Twitch, if you go underneath the video, there's a panel, and the panel takes you to at the, like, in here, click. So inside of here, if you go to /CV, it takes you to the curriculum vitae. So I have a bachelor's, master's, PhD in music education. I'm an internationally award-winning educator and scholar, and I got a full ride in percussion performance. So am I, like, certified through Berkeley? Nah, but I have 3 degrees. But yeah, you can see all that stuff if you want to see all the fancy-pantsy awards, grants, publications, whatever. /CV instead of /drum at the top there. But anyways, okay, so that was like mostly pretty comfortable. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it 5 clicks faster, and I'll do another set of 5 charts. So if I go to the limb independence section on my website, it's again the same content as YouTube. It's organized neater. Like the grid variations, it's a lot easier to see them on here, because turns out being able to modify HTML is a lot better than just relying on YouTube, assuming one format works for everybody. But I'm going to play this at 125. So I'm going to go inside of the straight charts right here, and I'll pick a random one. Which, by the way, since we were talking about it, so if you go to the home tab on here, the reason why under this, like, the Q&A, when people have asked me questions live on streams like this, the reason why, like, some of them say, and other drumming tips, and then some of them say, and other teaching tips, is because I've taught every grade, kindergarten through doctoral student. So I'll sometimes get people come in, ask questions about, hey, how do I get better as a performer? And then I'll put those into these videos. And then sometimes I'll get people who'll be like, hey, how do I get better as an educator? And I'll sometimes put them in those. So there's a wide range of different questions. Like this video, drumming tip number 100, is just talking about whether or not it's worth it to get a PhD in music education. And so I spend almost 15 minutes talking about the pros and cons, the trade-offs, etc., and things to consider. But there's tons of tips in here about drumming, about teaching, all that fun stuff. But in terms of like what I think you're asking about with like playing drums, I am not a drum kit player. Less than 1% of my time has been on drum kit. My primary is rudimental, followed by concert percussion, and that's 99% of what I've practiced. So I'm doing drum kit for fun. Okay, so I'm gonna do a random set of charts. Let's do 16 through 20. Yeah, that sounds great. So if you're just tuning in, you're like, what are you working on? So I'm doing hi-hat on the upbeat, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And I'm switching between this double time feel and this halftime feel every 4 bars while I read eighth notes, and then anything longer than eighth note on the bass drum. Okay, and then let's speed it up. So I'm gonna go to 125. In the timestamps of all these thousands of play-alongs, you can jump to any BPM, and they go up 1 click at a time. So if you want to go slower, you can start as slow as 20 on some of these, and you can go as fast as 240 on some of them. 2, 1 and 2 and ready und. So this is the first pattern. And second pattern. 1, 2, 2. Great. Not bad considering this is faster. Just gotta remember to switch between the two different patterns. 1, a 2, a 1, a 2. Ready? And. Little hiccup there. Playing wise. Cool. It's in the ostinato. Switch. The hi-hat stays constant on the upbeat the entire time. 2, 1, 2, ready, and. Oh, I forgot to switch. Oh no. R2, locked in. Actually, I wasn't locked in. I was thinking about what somebody else had typed earlier, and I was like, oh, I could elaborate on that. Do I want to do a little discussion on that? And then I was like, wait, I missed the switch. 1, 2, 2, Oops. Read that wrong. Sweet, last chart. And then I'm going to try 2 different patterns that are very difficult. It took me like a month and a half and like 2 months to be able to even just read through the charts with them. Turns out they're hard. Yeah, so it's kind of weird playing the 2 similar patterns with keeping the hi-hat on the upbeat the whole time. 1, 2, 3 with his double time swung, and then going in boom, boom, ba-dum, dum, da-dum. It's almost like easier to do like some of the variations where it's like just completely different. Like another example of a short long where you're doing short on snare, long on here is where you're ding, ding, da-ding, where you're doing an actual song. And you do that. Like something completely different than that, where you're doing like long on the bass and the ride, 2 and 4 on the hi-hat, and then fill in with like ghost notes, etc. Like switching between those is almost easier than doing these ones that are like just slightly different. Like you just have like a little bit of a difference in it. It, for me at least, is wonky. Speaking of wonky, so inside of this progress journal, there is some that I came up with some patterns that are difficult, to say the least. So the first one is over here. Let me make it so you can see it. So pattern number 52. This is not in Don Mayo's book, 50 Ways of Syncopation. This is a Jared O'Leary original. And it's weird. So think of the ride that I was just playing with 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and a da 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 da. But now instead of playing it as 16th notes, da 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 da, you play it as triplets. Da 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 da, triplet, 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 da 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 da. Okay, so it makes it so that you're playing 3 of those in the space of 4 quarter notes while playing hi-hat on 2 and 4 the entire time. Okay, so okay, weird so far. Stick with me for a moment. So that's the 3/4. But now we're gonna do swung drums. So that was straight. In terms of what my hand is doing, is playing a straight pattern. The snare drum is going to play 8th notes. The bass drum is going to play anything longer than 8th notes. But the drums are going to be swung while the cymbals are straight. Like that, okay? Last time I played this at 700 beats a minute. I don't want to show off today, so I'm going to play it at a slower speed. 130. Sure, that sounds good. If you go to the Home tab, scroll down into the limb independent section. Any of these sections, click on the header. It expands and it shows you more playlists. Thousands of free resources. Because I'm playing it at 130, I'm going to go inside of here for the swung charts. And I'm going to go with 41 through 45. Sounds great. Just picked a random one. And in the timestamps, I can select my BPM, and I'm going to do it at 130. Now, this took me about a month and a half to be able to play. When I first started it, my limbs were like, I don't know what it is. Couldn't do it. 1, 2, ready, and it'll be weird not switching a pattern every 4 bars, like I've been doing all morning so far. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. It's funky, right? To say the least. What I want to be able to do is eventually switch between this one and then the next one that I'm about to play through. But it's, no, I'm not there yet. You'll see, it's even harder. Had a lot of reading errors on that one. That was a funky chart, but I just kept reading the rhythms wrong, or it's like, wait, that's supposed to be on the snare. No, I played it on the bass. 1, 2, 1, 2, here we go. It feels fun to play this one. It did not feel fun when I was learning it. I have a big dent in my forehead from banging my head on the wall. Not literally, don't do that. Don't give yourself brain damage. No. I totally read that wrong and it just totally threw me off. So this whole chart is super funky. So don't do that. It's such a weird one. So I want to make sure I nail this one. Sorry. 3, 4. If you like mess up once, it's so hard to get back on this one. Some of the other ones are a lot easier. But this is like a 3 compose. No. Ooh. My ride got funky. Gotta flip my mouse over. Otherwise it'll keep it like making it wiggle. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... Yeah, so it was like musical, and then it wasn't. When I got to that like 4th chart, that 4th chart is probably the hardest one out of the 55 that are on here, but it's a fun challenge. I will say that at 130, it was like mostly technically proficient. Some musical stuff towards the beginning. Chart number 4 was funky, but I was making progress on it overall. It's feeling more comfortable. Again, stupid hard. Don't start with that. You need a lifeguard on duty to try that chart. Okay, so the next one is also stupid hard. Number 53. It should be pasted up there so you can see it now. So number 53, same idea in terms of 3/4 straight over swung, but now we're going to make it a little funkier. So this is a soca hi-hat pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this pattern, that's a 16th note. But now instead of going 1 EN, 2 EN, 3 EN, 4 EN, we're going to go as triplets. Triplet, triplet, triplet. So I'm doing 3 of them in the space of 4 quarter notes. So that's the 3/4 part. And we're going to do swung in the drums like we just did, with going like 1/8 notes in the snare and the quarter notes in the bass drum. Felt weird. Stop it. That does not bode well. We'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm going to go back to the home tab. What speed did I play this at last? 7,000 beats a minute, actually. What? Oh, that's why I didn't expand it. I was like, where are all the BPMs? Silly, Jared. 120 last time. Okay, cool. Good reference. All right, so scroll down. Home tab. Click. Go into the swung charts, because the drums are swung. It's the same charts, but in the play along that I hear that is muted on your end, it changes just the feel of it. Okay, so I don't think I've done 21 through 25 today. Right? I don't think. I don't know. Timestamps in the description. 120 beats a minute. Whoop. And then we'll try it. 3/4, straight over swung. Soca hi-hat feel. A 2, a 1, 2, ready, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You gotta have both going on in your head at the same time. It's funky. One, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need to get that shut a little more saucy. 1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go. Hit my stick. This isn't 3/4, by the way. This chart, which is hard when doing 3/4. So it's written in 4, but the phrasing is in 3. So it lines up with some of the 3/4 patterns that I haven't demonstrated today. Or 3/4 patterns, rather. Here we go. This pattern, by the way, took me 2 months to be able to do this. I'm just grinding it out. When I first started, I literally couldn't even play like the ostinato pattern, the hi-hat part. Because it's 3/4, it just felt so funky. Just playing even quarter notes was like, what? like this, let alone talking. And if you don't believe me, the streams are still up. That melts my brain. Yeah, so if you go to the Home tab and you scroll all the way down into the Tips and Lessons section, inside of this, like, drumming live stream playlist, it's got all 500 plus live streams. And if you, like, scroll way back in here, when I first, like, started working on this pattern, where is it? Pattern 53, this one. So if you look at the timestamps in here, show me what you got. Okay, so that was pattern 52. When playing through this, like, I couldn't even play these permutations in here, like the bare basics. Like, it was just like, what? It was horrible. And I just kept working on it. And the way that I worked on it, I outline in all of the Limb Independence playlists. If you scroll down into here, inside of these, every one of these playlists links to a video on how to do this. And it's not like a teaser of like, oh, and now you got to buy my $200 course. Don't do that. Like, I am not that kind of content creator. Everything I've created since I made my website in 2003 has been for free. So, not selling you stuff. But in any of these, whether you go to the permutations or whatever, the second video on here is how to develop limb independence on the kit, and it shows you the steps that I took from very beginning up to what I was just doing, where I'm playing through the charts. And the more advanced version, like I was doing at the start of the stream, where I'm switching between two different limb independence patterns every 4 or 8 or however many bars. And then if you're like, well, cool, once I figure out how to do this, what limb independence pattern should I work on? This is an edited version of a stream that I did a couple months ago, where I did 62 limb independence variations with one chart, all in one sitting. That took over like 3 hours to do. And some of them sound great, and then some of them, like, I still need to work on, which is why I'm still practicing. So if you want that, check it out. Any one of the Limb Independence playlists, it shows you how to do that. And again, I don't sell a book, I don't sell an app, I don't sell a course, I don't teach privately anymore. I only create free content. So, speaking of free content, if you go to the technique section, I'm going to work on endurance and speed from my feet. So I have never worked on double bass pedal. And my goal for this year is to, like, work on that some more. So last year was really focusing on the limb independent stuff. And now I want to work on doing this more consistently so I can actually get my feet to match my hands. Because my hands feel great after almost 30 years of doing rudimental stuff. But my feet are like, how? Nani? But inside the endurance and speed playlist, there's 70 videos in here that are great for working on your hand speed and endurance, or for your feet. So I'm going to go all the way down to the Chug variation with hertas. And I'm going to start off at 70 beats a minute, which is 10 clicks faster than it was like 2 weeks ago when I was working these up. And I'm just going to let it go one click at a time while I play through this. Now, while I do this, I'm going to switch between two different techniques. So I'm going to do heel down, Pac-Man style, more control over dynamics and whatnot. And then heel up, which is a little bit faster and a little bit more power behind it, but less control. So for me, I've worked on heel down more, and so it feels better, sounds better. But heel up, still working on it. Again, practice the stuff you're not good at. Otherwise, what's the point of practicing? I clicked 70, right? Let's just do it again, because it's that much fun. Oh boy. Now, I'm not incorporating hands because I'm just working on my feet right now. Once the feet start to feel better, heel up, by the way, then I'll incorporate hands. Not there yet. Back to heel down, 2, and 1, and 2, yeah, da 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 da. Heel up, 2, and 1, 2, heel down, and 1, and 2. Cool. Every 5 clicks, it gives you a few seconds to get yourself set up and whatnot, or to reset. Okay, so now I'm gonna start with heel up, and 2, and 1, and 2, and heel down, and 1, 2. Heel up, and 1, and 2, and 2, and heel down. Heel up, 2, Woo! Now, by the way, I'm just going up 1 click at a time. When I started this a couple weeks ago, I started at 60, and like even getting to 65 was like, couldn't do it. Today I started at 70, and it feels more comfortable than it did when I was playing at a 60. I'm just going from a comfortable starting position, BPM, and just letting it go 1 click at a time until my rhythms fall apart, my feet start to feel super tight or whatever. Calves. But I'm just going to keep going until it sounds like bleh, and then we'll just call it there. And then I'll start again at 70 again until it like feels really comfortable. And then after maybe another week or 2, I'll start at like 75. So I'm just slowly raising the bar, slowly getting better each day. That's the goal with this. Previously, I couldn't even play this at 80, so like not even close. So we'll see how this sounds after a couple weeks of practicing it. But I've got like a Charlie horse that I woke up to in my left calf, so we'll see how we do. La 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 la. And by the way, this is what I did to be able to, like, play it fast with my hands. Like, I can play it way faster with my hands because of all the rudimental stuff that I did. So I know what it takes to get good, like, to speed up something. I just gotta apply that kind of practice ethic with my feet. And up until now, I haven't done that. So We're fixing that. Remedy it. Heal up now. Okay. Two, and oh. Woo, getting slurred out. Two. And two. Da 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 da. Heal up. Two. Two. Yeah. Heal down. Two. Two. Yeah, my left foot is getting tired. Like I said, I woke up this morning with like a Charlie horse in my calf, and like it's been sore ever since. Here we go. 85, heal up. Two, da 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 da. Slurring those out. Heel down. Two. Woo! Heal up. Oh, my legs are so sore. Heel down. Whew, heal up. Two, D. It's not sounding great, but it is 30 clicks faster than we started a couple weeks ago. Two, heel down. Hasn't completely fallen apart yet. Oh, my legs are so sore. Heal up. Heal down. This will probably be the last time. Oh, my left leg is so tired. Oh, I'm like feeling it in the calf, and then I'm like feeling it in the front part of the shin on the left side. Whew. I like it though. You never seen a stream like this? This is kind of dedicated practice. Hey, I appreciate it. Yeah, so my streams are weird, to be honest. But if you go to the home tab here, so what I'm doing is I'm modeling the kinds of practicing that I used to teach to my students. They would often like give comments like, "Well, you're just able to do this because you're just born that way." It's like, no, 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 no. Hi, I have a doctorate in music education. There's research that says that is baloney. So what I realize is like if I'm like on my like stream and I'm demonstrating what it actually takes to practice and like practicing stuff I'm not good at yet, and then I'm able to show that growth over time, then it's able to help out people. So, in more ways than one. The way that I like think of these streams is like office hours. I'm here to practice and improve, and then if people have questions about how to get better at performing, because I've been drumming for almost 30 years, or how to get better at teaching, because I've been teaching for over 20 years, then I answer those questions. So like in these live streams, like if nobody stops in and nobody asks a question, then guess what? I get better at flam fives. Or if like people ask a question about like limb independence, cool. I practice my limb independence and I'm able to help people out. So all these live streams are just me demonstrating like how to use these free resources to like actually improve and to get better. So this is not like a ploy to like get you to take private lessons with me, because I don't teach privately anymore. I don't sell a book. I don't sell an app. I don't sell a course. I don't sell, I don't know, whatever other stuff people sell. I just create free stuff. The only thing that is technically like paid is the early access. So like if we go to the technique stuff in here, where's an example of one? Like these two that say members first, they're all scheduled to release for free. So like there's around 600 of them. Like if you click the join button, it explains more about it. But it's 99 cents and you get early access to it. Otherwise, you just wait. It might be a year and a half until it comes out, or it might be tomorrow when it comes out. But a new play along releases daily. A new drumming tip releases every Friday. So for example, under the drumming tips for here, this one released 2 hours ago. And then every Monday is a new drumming lesson. So stay tuned for more. Showing the practice is so huge. Yeah, I totally agree with you. I wish more people did it. Like a lot of people, when they do their drum streams, what they end up doing is they just like show off and they're just like, ah! Like, cool. How did you get to be able to do that? But because like my primary focus, like all three of my degrees are in music education, like I'm focusing on the educational side of things as opposed to like the ego side, like trying to just show off or whatever. So all of these resources are geared around like what I wish I had when I was learning how to drum like 30-ish years ago. But YouTube is where I try and organize all these resources, but it's a little funky because you have to like click on the header for like each one of these to actually show all of the different like playlists and whatnot. If you want to stay on YouTube, you totally can. But my website actually has more content on there than I can do on YouTube. So like if I go into, let's just say the endurance and speed playlist, any one of these exercises like advanced stick control with filler, at the top of it links to jaredoleary.com/drum. On my website, it's just organized neater than what I can on YouTube. Like here's all the chop stuff if you do rudimental. Here's all the 1,000 grid variations. Here's where I was practicing today. Every one of these playlists links to how to develop limb independence on the kit. And then that live stream that I did where I played 62 variations with one chart. So you can check those out. There's over 500 marching bass stuff. There's drumline cadences. There's almost 300 sight reading exercises. These become public starting in November, I think. So stay tuned for those. But it's actually research backed in terms of like how you develop sight reading. And I created some play-alongs for that. So it does work. I've done it with kids as young as like 5-year-olds. It works. And then there's almost 500 technique exercises. And then finally, this playlist alone has 20 plus hours of me responding to different Q&A to help people on these practice streams. And then underneath that are like the scripted lessons, like how to do tenor playing zones, when you should raise the grace note of your flam. Yes, you should sometimes. How to hold traditional grip, all that fun stuff. So check it out. I haven't covered. No, I actually haven't. I've covered a lot of different technique stuff, but yeah, I'm not familiar with it. Murray Spivak. I'm gonna copy that. Let me paste it in here so I can take a look at it later. But there's like so many different techniques. In fact, the video that I like finished editing last night that comes out, what is it, 4 Mondays from now, is this one, Stop Looking for the Right Way to Play Drums. It talks about like technique dogmatism and how a lot of people end up like, this is the one way that you should play. And it's like, well, actually it depends on context. And so this kind of unpacks that some more, because I'll sometimes get people who come into these streams and be like, you're playing with the wrong technique. And it's like, well, it's wrong for what reasons? And it's right for what reasons? So stay tuned. That'll come out on 3 Mondays from now. Okay, I'm going to call it here. I actually got to get ready. Oddly enough, I'm facilitating a summit for computer science educators. I have a weird education background. All my degrees are music education, but I've taught computer science education for several years. So I got to get ready for that and like prepare for that. So stay tuned. Tomorrow I'll be back on doing a tenor stream, working on the drum pad, and then I'll do Yakuza, and then Sunday no streams. I have a conflict on Sunday, but on Monday I'll be back on playing the drums. So stay tuned for more. Just take holding. Yeah, I've got a ton of like tips on like that, like whether it's like match grip, so how to hold a drumstick, or traditional grip, how to hold traditional grip. So like a lot of the stuff that I learned for like traditional grip was I took a couple lessons with Jeff Queen, who was the blast soloist, the snare soloist, and like 4-time world champion snare drummer. So like I learned a lot of tips from him that I talk about in here. But I've studied with a lot of really cool, smart people who are good at what they do. And so I'm sharing what I had to spend a lot of money. So enjoy that. But if you enjoy these free resources, just share it with somebody else. If you don't enjoy these free resources, share it with an enemy. Either way, it helps me out. But I'm going to call it here. I hope you have a good rest of your day. And goodbye.